Here at OK Gaming Channel, we are OK Gamers. We're usually not top of the leaderboard, maybe somewhere in the middle, but we have fun when we play. So the goal of this channel is to bring you video game news, those, hey, you gotta see this moments in news to keep you up to date. Also give you some reviews, what we like, don't like, and anything in between. Put it all out there, everything's on the table for game reviews. Also bring you some gameplay with commentary. And there'll be more. I don't know what that more will look like, but so far that's how this channel is shaping up to look. I hope you join us. Well, I've been playing video games since 1985, which was the dawning of a new gaming era with the release of the Nintendo Entertainment System. I had Atari, but I wasn't too interested in that. I was fairly young, so Joust and Centipede and Pac-Man wasn't all that appealing to me, but when Nintendo came out, it was game on. Literally, game on. Never went off. Games like Contra, Metroid, Zelda, played those forever. Castlevania 1 and 2, both were awesome games. Excitebike was the first game I can remember where you can make your own map, your own ramps. One of the games that I never got but always wanted was the Kid Icarus game. That just looked really cool. And I remember looking through Nintendo Power before Super Mario 2 was released, reading all the game news and information through Nintendo Power. Back then, the only way I recall to get news on video games was through Nintendo Power. Then you had Johnny Arcade, who came out with a show. And then they had these 900 numbers, 1-900. You'd call and they would give you tips on how to beat games, and they'd charge you while you were on the phone. Come on your phone bill. Your parents get upset. But anyway, I've played all the Nintendo platforms. I've owned all the Xbox platforms. Played around with computer games. StarCraft was a big hit with me. World of Warcraft for a while. And here I am today, just an OK gamer. Well, that's my intro. Well, you're probably wondering why there's a game playing in the background as I'm talking. And that's because I wanted to do a review on a game. The first time I've played this game, sadly enough, I didn't play Steamworld Dig 1, but this is Steamworld Dig 2. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, unfortunately, I haven't played the first Steamworld Dig, so it is possible that you can enjoy this game without having any knowledge of the first Steamworld. So in Steamworld 2, the main character is Dorothy, and she's out to find her friend Rusty, who in the first Steamworld went down underground to fight Vectron, which is a series of machines, and Rusty hasn't been seen since. When Dorothy sets out to find Rusty, she comes across Finn. Finn is a leftover remnant from Vectron from the first Steamworld Dig, and appears in this game as like a blue light source. Kind of an interesting character. Well, after meeting Finn, Dorothy works her way up to this little town called El Machino. That's what I'm going to call it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. And there she discovers that they are experiencing earthquakes. And she's going to get to the bottom of it because some of the people in the town have seen Rusty, the man with the red scarf, tunneling underground, and he never came back. So that's where the story starts. You're off on an adventure to find Rusty. This little town would be considered the main hub of the game. All your transports, which is the copper-looking tubing with a little door on it, that's a transport. All the transports throughout the game give you an option to come back to El Machino. All commerce will take place in this town. You can bring your minerals and ore and gems back up to sell them for money so that you can purchase upgrades. You can also use what are called cogs that you find throughout the game to upgrade your equipment. You can also purchase cogs up at the top of this little town. Each time you purchase one, the cog gets more expensive. You can also do that in this town. There's also a guy over to the right side who will upgrade your equipment as you find more and more artifacts throughout the game. And there's a total of 42. So overall, the storyline for this game is very simple, which is fine. It's not a make or break deal for me. But it's very simple, and there's not a whole lot to it. I do like the fact that this is an exploration game. You have free movement underground to explore and find upgrades for your equipment. When you first start off, you just have a pickaxe, you have a lantern, and a bag. Later on, you get a pressure bomb gun, which you can shoot pressure bombs. You also get a jackhammer, which allows you to go through more dense and harder rock. You also get a hook shot, which allows you to throw a rope to any surface and cling to it. You also, later on in the game, get a jet engine, which allows you to fly around to ceilings and explore a little bit more. I do like the graphics on this game. The graphics aren't real complex compared to other games, but I think the color is what makes it really pop. I love the color of the game. I do like the animation that you see throughout and the backgrounds. One issue I've had in the past with many games, and I'm sure you've had issues with this too, are the camera angles. But on this game, I can't complain about camera angles. It's a 2D game. It's not really a factor here. This game has an autosave feature, and as long as you're in town, it autosaves very frequently. I also like the fact that you can upgrade your character for the ability to teleport from any part of the game, regardless of whether there's a tube for transport or not. As long as you're in a safe area, you can teleport back to the main town, and then it'll autosave automatically. So it's called the Portal of Pardon, and if you find a safe spot, you can teleport, which means that you don't have to look for a safe space. You can quit the game at any time. Throughout the game, there are caves to explore, and in these caves, there are sometimes puzzles to solve to get through the cave. These puzzles aren't so hard that it's frustrating, but they're simple. They may make you think a little bit, but overall, they're kind of fun. You will also find secret cogs and artifacts in some of the caves as well. I feel like the developers did a pretty good job with the music and the sound effects for the game. It seems to me to be very balanced and well developed, and you may even find yourself humming the song when you're in El Machino. So if you enjoy 2D exploration games like this, you're going to love this game. This is a great family game option, single player, no connection to the internet is necessary, and I just think you're going to have a lot of fun playing it. That's my take on it. Well, that's all I've got from the OK Gaming headquarters. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again. Thanks for watching.